Okay, hi there. So the point of this video is to take a run through Sanguine Depths, showing the route I would like to run in the future, and highlighting areas where each of you, my team, could provide a lot of value, and trying to sort of like standardize and like codify it such that like every time we zone into this dungeon, we know like what's happening where. As an example of this, we already do this a tiny little bit. Like every time I run past this skirmisher and pull it, like Rookie's on it, and she stuns the first cast it does. Right? That's just a thing that happens every dungeon. I maybe say look out for the first cast Rookie or whatever. But yeah, you're not expected to remember everything like step by step by step. I think that's completely unreasonable. But it's just to sort of like get it in your head so that if I call for it in a key as a sort of like raid leader type situation, that you know what I'm referring to and what I'm expecting. So I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to just go through it live on normal, record it, and then I'll fast forward the bits that don't matter after the fact. But anyway, let's go. So first pull, would like to continue to have Rookie dealing with the skirmisher. That's as normal. Here, I would normally run up and pull this pack. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to D&D this pack, so that these are in combat at the same time. And then this would be Zenium Sphere on these skirmishers when they do their animate weapon. If you can catch both, that's ideal. It should be possible, but it's not guaranteed, right? But the idea is, like, stop at least one of them. Because as it is right now, we get both of these every single time, and it's super sketch. As soon as I get this pack, Daz, you're pulling specifically this mob. Not this mob, this mob. And just like misdirecting them to me, right? We'll stand here until like the first trap spawns, and then we'll pull back to the lantern, and then it's Bob's your uncle. We want a woe in this pack, and we want specifically, say, Daz. It's your job to interrupt the woe in this pack, right? And then everything's just normal from there. As soon as we get to the lantern, by the way, that's probably a really good just like Shadow Fury spot. Probably not when they're first stacked, just since there's less mobs there. But yeah. Gonna kill this real quick. Okay, we will skip into here. We're going to do this entire room. We should probably have standardized interrupts for these ticks. We can figure those out after the fact. I know that I usually like to try and get this one, because this one's like a pain in the ass to actually get. So like, also this mob, by the way, if I could get like one of you, like you see how I have to like run over here to pull this mob, and it's kind of sketch. Like if one of you could like when you're in your tricks window, just get this yellow. It doesn't even have to be like in tricks window, right? Just like if someone else, anyone can grab this particular mob that just stands here, the yellow mob, that would be very appreciated. I will no longer like stress to get that mob, and I'll just plant here, and that'll let you guys like do better damage because I'll be planted more often, right? No, that mob is now anyone else's responsibility. Okay, for here, what we do is fairly solid already. So we have like 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick. So we do that. And same again, remember that for Rookie, this is a funnel pull, so you're trying to get as much damage on the Brute. Everyone else, it's AoE, but if you have single target abilities, they go on the Brute, right? Just nice common sense. Again, any Shadow Furies we can get. Obviously, it's preferable if they interrupt, like a cast, but like, honestly, like we take what we can get, right? Like, more Shadow Furies, less damage, less healing, more DPS from the healer, faster keys. I am also going to, although I could have like double pulled there, I'm pulling it exactly the way we would in Mythic Plus, just there's only me. Not going to say anything during the boss, just going to fast forward it. So here, you guys are line of sighting here. I don't have an invisibility potion. I'm just gonna run through as though I had an invisibility potion and come back. You guys should hang on. While I'm running through, Warlock should try and put a gate from like here to here, so that I can diagonal back here. Because the way we're doing this right now, I'm very at risk of eating cast from these ads when I'm doing the run forward and run back. Or, well, mostly just the run back, right? So, a Warlock gate from here to here would be good. Currently, Zenium is, like, gripping me, but just a Warlock gate would give me a lot more agency in when it's happening. Because right now, when Zenium does it, it's hit or miss where or not I get initial aggro on this ad, which, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure if it actually matters or not, but if Ambition does a Warlock gate there, we should probably do a Warlock gate there. So, just pretend I'm invisible there. Get this guy. The interrupt on this guy does not matter. Like, I don't think anyone should be getting that. Like, if we need that gone, we can just dispel that. Then I would, like, lock gate there. Wait, how the fuck did I pull that? Anyway. Here, the way we do this isn't ideal. So we want interrupts on the, like, first couple of oppressor casts, and then we immediately want to start trying to go into, like, CC chain. So that's any CC chain we have probably just starts with Shadow Fury. That's probably just the first one that goes out there, gets the Warlock one out of the way, and then you can just focus on doing damage. And then after Shadow Fury, I have to imagine it goes, like, Fear, as long as the healing isn't too intense. And then after that, we don't have much. Like, I can definitely, like, AMZ here, and just if everyone's in it, it should be helpful, but yeah, not sure. I can also Mass Grip as a sort of quick stop, but yeah. This pull might be scary on high fortified. But it's important that we get the kicks, and it's important that we get the stops that we do have. Also, any long duration stuns on specifically the oppressors, very, very good. This is the first change from our normal route, so you guys are all gonna run up there. Zenium, you'll wait to... I really can't. You'll wait here, Zenium, right? Like, we're going back to you doing life grip. Normally I just D&D these and have very low threat on them, but I'm actually gonna run in, pop a cooldown, then get my my shitty dot on them, run over here and get life gripped. And then zoom, I'm life gripped. And then we're gonna go immediately into this free pack, which we will lantern as soon as the little boys get here. So just going straight over here. And then these guys are going to cast on me, so I need to like watch for them and make sure I defensive that cast coming in, because it can hurt. Shouldn't be any risk it's on you guys, because I put the dot on them. And then this would be Lantern, kill these as fast as possible. And then we would get our 10 stacks there. I'm just going to wait for this to go away. This would be Shroud next. We're not doing these anymore. Fuck this shit. I think I can invisible it. Excuse me. Okay. So the pull we're going to do here, I can't run out there because I'll aggro this, but it's this pack plus there's a guy that you can't see here yet, but it's this pack minus the scribe. So we need ACC on the scribe. It can be blind, it can be rookie running ahead with sap, it can be trap. That's everything it can be. It has to be one of those. I think trap is probably the most obvious one. If rookie is really far ahead, obviously sap is completely free, but yeah. So it'll be myself and rookie on the warden as per usual. I need Rudy to get the first interrupt on this, or sorry, Warlock to get first interrupt on circle so that it comes in, but we don't want a scribe in, and the reason we don't want the scribe in is because free scribes is very dangerous. It can just like RNG someone. Probably be fine on lower keys, probably would not be the end of the world, but like we might as well play it the way we're going to play it in higher keys, right? We want 2 scribes max, no more, no less. So I will do it, and the scribe will come in, but and then this vestige comes in. So it's basically like everything in this pool should be here except for this scribe. The scribe should not be here. I'll try and avoid killing it. actually. Now I can just take it into the next pole as though it was still there. Don't know why I tried to stun that guy. That was a doomed effort. Yeah, just normal shit here. Okay. Next pull is the patrol plus this guy. Plus, if this guy is active, it'll be him too. This is really fortunate. I wish that would happen in like real keys. Okay. Wait. Where's the other guy? Huh? Where's the other guy? Okay, well, we all know there's usually a red guy with this pull, but he's not here in normal, I guess. But yeah, normally there's a red guy here, and that's 1 melee undropped. That's kind of cool. I didn't know the trash was different than normal. Okay, next pull is this, plus this if it's here. Which it is. Again, ranged interrupt on the quill, first time. So there was normally a red guy there. I suspect we could actually do this with that. So it would be like these plus the scribe, and then it would just be one range kick on the quill, 2 melee kicks on the warden, and then that would leave 1 melee kick on the red boy. So yeah, that seems reasonable. So we would have this plus the red boy in there too. Thinking about it, and you guys are free to like blow CDs here, right? Like we're not holding CDs yet. And we haven't used any of the vases yet too, which is also important. Excuse me. If this was the real guy, we would go down here and do it at some point during this pull. We probably don't want to be killing a gargoyle by itself at any point. That's doesn't seem incredibly efficient. But yeah. Alright, kill that. Again, if this guy was real, we'd go and kill him here. We leave the free here. We double back. Okay. Pat plus the stuff in the cage. Plus this guy if he's here. If this guy's not here, it's pretty good for us actually, but yeah. So again, just 1 melee kick on the red guy that would be here. He's not here now, but he would be here, and a mythic plus key. 1 range kick on the feather, so that's always the warlock always kicks the quill, right? Every single time. If there's a quill active, that's the warlock kick on the first cast, and then 1 melee kick on the sentinel. I can probably do the sentinel. It's probably because I'm watching the sentinel anyway, because I'm trying to dwarf this in real keys. When this pack thins out, like if the scribe dies there or whatever, we can merge this pack into it. And note, we have not popped Vaz yet, nor did we intend to. Okay, we pull this back not because we're trying to like get it to the Vaz or anything, but just because if this is the active one, we do not want it. Like this gargoyle, all this gargoyle means is that we don't need a bat later. So if we get that gargoyle, it's like, hell yeah, we don't need a bat. But we don't actually want that gargoyle. Also, am I out of range of these? Okay. I should have been Fanfare for this so I could show what we're doing, but yeah. Okay. Alright, this is stack up time because we're about to get the frontals going. Remember, I'll call that I have my target on Javelin. You guys can see when it's cast. Now, no, before I pull this is, I believe, 6 stacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we're getting 6 stacks here. We're taking this guy, and I have no threat on, like, basically anything, right? Like, I got D&D. There's my threat. So, you guys absolutely cannot be just like ham AoE on all those dudes, right? Like, look how easily they all come in if we just let them come in. And then we dodge. Baton on him so he doesn't go for the healer. And we kill all of this and get all the stacks, right? Damn, that was a big knockback, what the hell? Remember you can soothe this guy, and he just insta-dies, which is very good if he's in the Lantern. If they run out, let them run, right? They'll come back, or I can, like, grip back, stun, you know, like, just make sure, we need all 6, we strongly want all 6 stacks. And make sure where possible, you're funneling as much damage into this guy, since this is the other guys are gonna die when they die, right? They're irrelevant. This is the only guy that matters, right? Like, if you can give up some AoE to do a single target, i.e. like funnel, or just like use a bit more single target spells than you would otherwise, like very worth, right? Because we're trying to time the key. So we have 6 stacks. This also comes with a relic pack, and here we specifically want Woe. And let's again have Daz be the person that's in charge of interrupting the Woe on this pull. Or Daz or Rookie, like, or both of you even, right? Like both of you are interrupting the Woe here. Now, this is important. The reason we want a Woe here is because obviously we have to backtrack, but we have to, we're on a timer, right? We have our stacks from this, and not only do we want them on the boss, but we want it to be 10 by the time we get here. So I will come here and I will pull this mob, okay? And I'll start beating on this mob, and he'll be like just parked on the relic. Daz specifically, you will not be beating on this mob. You will run your little hunter doo-doo ass here, or down here, and you will grab, after having misdirected me, you will misdirect these ghouls to come and get me, and you will not let them kill you. Now, I think if you're in melee, when they want to do that claw, I think they might be able to do that to you. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. Just be careful, right? Just don't die. Warlock, we need a gate going anywhere from, like, here just towards the boss. Again, just to speed us up on getting to the boss with the stacks, so we can maximize our stack up time. So, we got 6 stacks off of the mini-boss and his little dudes, and then this is 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are completely free stacks, right? We're just nice, chill, 10 stacks. Everyone could have popped their CDs like back there, and you have this tiny little pole to like get them back, you know? And then so we lock gate, and we use all of our little move speed buttons, and we get to the boss, and then we kill the boss. Okay, this will bring us to 74.45% if we didn't get the gargoyle, which means we need a bat, and if we did get the gargoyle, we'll be over 75%, which means we do not need a bat. Here, we're just going to do the normal thing. I can't reset the boss, so just pretend the boss is being reset. So, of note, I'm going to try and tank this. I can't really do it there. Probably just going to tank it here like I normally do. Again, AoE disruptions, great. Interrupts, great. Remember that if you see the Curse Silence coming on you, since we don't have a decurse in our group, it's going to stick if it lands on you. You can line of sight it behind this cubby, right? Like when the mobs are, you know. Right, when the mob's here, if you see it's casting Curse Silence on you, just like juke in, cast finishes, juke back out. And you might get sent back in there, right? But, you know, it is what it is. And then we do the boss. Okay, up here, and grab this. Like, try and quickly grab your interrupts here, or your marks here. Doesn't really matter which one, as long as we're interrupting something. I notice when we do this pull, interrupts are kind of flaky, right? And I'm the worst offender, by far. But yeah, just watch the traps. Okay. Then we shroud. This I feel is important. Like, the acolytes are the ones that cast, right? That's why they wind up getting the markers over them heads. Just grab any one of them. Doesn't matter which one, right? And just set it as your focus. When we go into the pole, just the second you see it cast, like your DPS and boss, boom, interrupt. It's completely free, right? Again, Shadow Furies, Fears also welcome. Just, I feel like on this boss in particular, a lot of the times it can get scary, especially on Tyrannical, because we're just not interrupting a lot of those casts as a team. No any one person in particular. Besides, again, I'm willing to out myself. I know that I'm terrible at it. Nothing to interrupt here, so you're just kind of vibing. It would be useful to just know that at some point I'm pulling this into here, so it's beneficial to be line of sighted. And I'm just gonna phase the boss before I actually pull the next pack, just to show you why this is kind of dangerous. So I need to have D&D down here because I always need to, like, D&D has to go on the boss because I need to be able to establish threat on the Gargans, right? As well as just, if I D&D those mobs, they're not coming in anytime soon. And when they do come in, they probably have threat on Xenium by the time they get there, just because there's a 90% slow on my D&D, right? Like, you can see this mob as it runs in, like that. If I D&D those mobs, that's how slow they're coming in. So, the way that I'm pulling this currently is if I tag this mob, it gets all of them to run in, but I only have threat on this mob, which is why I keep hammering that it's important to, like, either line of sight so that you don't get cast on, or, like, tricks, right? It's your choice, but, like, here, like, this is almost always how I do it. I pull, and I just sit behind here, and I'm usually in a D&D, so that when they get here, they snap onto me, but, like, again, just the usual things, like, when we come into this boss, like when we're at this part of it, like when we're running in to set up for their lantern, you can already set one of these mobs that I haven't pulled as your focus, just so you're ready that when, like, your little focus, wherever it is on your screen, as soon as it starts casting, boom, interrupt. Like, no thought, no effort, right? It's just, you don't have to wait until it's pulled before you set it. Again here, a couple acolytes. I feel like this bit is mostly safe just because you always have the lantern buffs here, but it's the same as other ones, right? Like, no reason to, like I'm doing here, right? I had to set my focus mid, like, thing, which, spoiler, is one of my deficits, especially in this fight, but also in a lot of trash pulls. Absolutely no reason to be doing that. When I was just waddling up here doing nothing, could have targeted one, could have set it as my focus, wouldn't have had to do that. And likewise for all of you. Here, if we happen to be pressed for time, we can merge this with the next pull, but otherwise this is just Rookie left, me right. Actually, no, you know what I'd rather have Rookie left, Daz right, because I need to get this interrupt, I have to stop casting abilities, and this guy is unironically dangerous on Fortified, so let's make that Rookie does left, Daz does right from now on, so you're stopping the animate weapon cast. The second one doesn't generally matter, because by the time the second one happens, I'm usually, like, set, but on the first one, and if possible on the second one, get it too, but especially the first one, right, that's your guys' stops, and I can get the kick on this guy. Boo, parried. And then, last pull, nothing big to say here, but just for the sake of completion, let's grab all this garbage, get hit in the back a bunch. Just kill it, forehead. So yeah, that's Sanguine Depths.